The first pro with the 2024 Honda Ridgeline is it's a surprisingly capable quote-unquote truck. A lot of people, they mock and scoff these products, saying that it's not a real truck, it's a unibody construction, etc. But on paper at least, this is pretty good. We have over 1,500 pounds of payload capacity, and that's more than a lot of luxury trim level full-size trucks. And every trim level of the Ridgeline can tow 5,000 pounds. And another pro is going to be with the bed. They made this as versatile as they could. So the bed comes naturally as a composite bed. You don't need any separate spray-in bed lining material, none of that. And the tailgate opens in two different ways. It opens up as a regular truck tailgate, but you can also swing open the tailgate to the side so you have easier access and you can load up heavier items into your bed with that sideways opening function. And when you look inside of the bed, you have a separate trunk area. It's 7.3 cubic feet of additional trunk space. That is brilliant. It's a truly deep storage area. So you have the 5'3" long bed, and you also have that additional storage space. It's really great, and the spare tire is tucked inside of that additional storage area. But the con with this bed, well, the height is not that great with the bed. And also, if you have the bed area loaded up with things, it's difficult to access the additional trunk area. There's definitely a compromise, but at least they've tried to make this as versatile as possible. The next pro is going to be the refined driving characteristics out on the road. This genuinely feels like a Honda Pilot or a Honda Passport to drive. It's a little bit more clumsy than those vehicles. It's not quite as sharp and as dialed in as those SUV counterparts, but it's okay. It's a truck, right? So we can kind of forgive it. It still handles better than most of its body-on-frame counterparts. The body roll is well contained. The 3.5-liter V6 engine, it's really smooth and really peppy. Car and Driver tested the Ridgeline to do 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat. So that's pretty proper. And the 9-speed automatic transmission, for once, is dialed in correctly, both for regular city driving where you're chauffeuring people around, but also when you're driving it more aggressive and you're stomping on it. This vehicle is not afraid of downshifting. And VTEC is also a pleasant surprise. This engine has a ton of character. So no matter what type of driving you're doing, smooth or aggressive, this vehicle is calibrated correctly for it. The only real con I've noticed driving the Ridgeline is during windy days and out on the highway, this vehicle can be persuaded by the wind a little bit more. And also, I mentioned that the transmission is really good in the regular automatic mode. However, when you put the vehicle into sport and you utilize the paddle shifters, the downshifts are a bit lethargic and a bit slow to respond. But again, you leave it in regular automatic, everything is good to go. Another big pro is going to be with the interior space. Everything is put together really well. And for 2024, they gave us the 9-inch infotainment screen as standard. It comes with a faster processor, so there's pretty much no lag with this touchscreen. And we also have here wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and a wireless charging pad. Again, all as standard for 2024. They also gave us a larger armrest, so we have great practicality here. And we also have separated HVAC controls, so the ergonomics are excellent. The digital gauge cluster, it's a 7-inch partial digital gauge cluster. That works great and it's easy to use. Seats are exceptionally comfortable, both in the front and the rear. And the other advantage that the Ridgeline has over its body-on-frame competitors is how easy it is to get in and out of. You can essentially just slide your tush in here. You don't need to utilize a bed step or a ladder, nothing like that. The one con is going to be with the rear seating space. So you can obviously fit adults back there, but they're not really stretching out. So I'm 5'11", I can sit behind myself, but again, it's not acres of legroom, but it gets the job done. And fortunately, the seat backs are soft, so you can like dig your knees into those seats if you want. And like with most other trucks, you can fold up the rear seats for additional storage if you want. The other pro with this is going to be the fuel economy. You can meet and exceed the fuel economy numbers that Honda has to offer. So the Trail Sport that I'm sitting in, it's rated to get 18 in the city and 23 out on the highway, but I've been able to get almost 20 in the city, and you can even get 25, 26 out on the highway. That is really impressive, and you can utilize regular fuel. The only other con is I don't like how Honda forces you to get the top of the line Black Edition to get the upgraded audio system. So the 8-speaker, 540 watt sound system that's bespoke to the Black Edition, which is at the top. The rest of the models get the 7-speaker, 200 watt system, but fortunately the 7-speaker system, it doesn't sound absolutely horrible. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the best. But it certainly gets the job done. And the final pro that I'm going to mention is the great deals that you can have. So AutoCompanion, one of the largest brokers in the United States, is offering $5,000 off of MSRP on these brand new Ridgelines, especially the RTL trim, and that's the exact model that I recommend most people to buy. So an RTL is going to go for around $44,000. You take $5,000 off, you're at $39,000. But you can also qualify for additional incentives like loyalty, conquest, and there's some random dealer incentives as well. So you can potentially take $6,000 to $6,500 off of MSRP on these Ridgelines. So AutoCompanion also has a free leasing calculator, which I'm going to have linked in the description box below. Leasing programs, they change every month, and this calculator will also update every month, and it shows you the residual values, the interest rate of the lease, and the incentives that you can qualify for in your local area. Definitely use that tool to your advantage, and fortunately Honda is offering some incentivized lease programs, like the interest rate as of right now in April 2024, it's like 3.1% on these Ridgelines. So you can lease these things for about $400 a month. That is really affordable for what you're getting, because these are well-equipped automobiles. If you want to work with AutoCompanion, he's located in Washington, D.C. He can help ship the vehicle to your destination, but that's something you have to pay for. You can also pick up the vehicle at Washington, D.C. He does charge a broker fee, but if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of his broker fee. Hopefully you appreciated this knowledge and these resources. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. But thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye.